Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to make some delicious sopes a la mexicana. In case you guys want to know how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for the recipe we're going to need 2 pounds of thin sirloin tip steaks, 2 small potatoes cut into small cubes, 4 cups of maseca, a half a cup of flour, 4 Roma tomatoes chopped, 1 small white onion sliced, 2 jalapeño or Serrano peppers, 2 bay leaves, refried beans, 1 can of tomato sauce, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 minced garlic cloves, salt, and black pepper. So these are ingredients. Now let's get started. Alright guys, so first we're going to start by making our masa for our sopes. So in a large bowl, we're going to combine our corn masa flour along with the all-purpose flour, our baking powder, and salt. The salt, I'm using 1.5 teaspoons, but it's all going to depend on you. So just mix it. And now we're slowly going to pour warm water. So you're going to need about 2.5 cups to 3.5 cups of water. So just mix it. Alright, so for me it took 3.5 cups of warm water. So now that once that everything's nice and combined, we're just going to knead it for about 5 minutes. Alright guys, so once we have our masa all nice and soft, it should feel like Play-Doh. And we're going to transfer into the same bowl that we mix our ingredients. Alright, so we're just going to cover it with the kitchen towel. And we're just going to let it sit while we work on our meat. Alright, so now our meat we're just going to cut into small cubes. So I just grab a stack of meat. We're going to cut into strips and then into small cubes. Alrighty guys, so once we have our meat all nice and cut, now we are ready to begin cooking. Alright guys, so we're going to grab our large frying pan. We're going to set it on medium-high heat and we're going to add a little bit of oil. So we're just going to wait for the oil to heat up and then we can begin frying. Alright, so once our oil is hot, we're going to throw in our onion. And we're going to cook them for a couple minutes. Alright, so after a couple minutes, we're going to throw in our jalapeño or chile serranos. Along with our meat. In our meat, we're going to season it with salt and black pepper, along with our garlic cloves, or minced garlic. So now we're just going to brown our meat. Alright, so once our meat has browned and it looks something like this, now we're going to throw in our potatoes. So make sure that your potatoes are cut into small cubes. So just mix the potatoes in the meat. Okay. And now we're going to cover it and let that cook for 5 minutes or until all of the juice has reduced. Alrighty guys, so after 5 minutes, this is what our meat should look like. Okay. Just mix it. Okay, at this point we're going to add our tomatoes. Our tomato sauce, and chopped cilantro. So we're just going to mix it. Now at this point you also want to try your meat for salt and see if you want to add any more. For me it's perfect. So we're going to add our bay leaves. We're going to reduce the heat to the lowest setting, cover it, and let that cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. Alright guys, so it's been 8 minutes. So at this point we're going to check our potatoes and our meat. And let me tell you that it smells delicious. So just grab a potato and it should be super soft. And the meat as well, so just try it. Super soft. So it's ready. So we're just going to cover it and set it to the side. Alright, so now we're just going to make our sopes. So we're going to grab our comal and we're going to set it on medium heat. So we're just going to let that preheat. Meanwhile, we can form our sopes. All right, so now to make our sopes, we're going to grab a large ball of dough, just like that. And you can use your tortillero, and if you don't have one, just grab a Ziploc bag. So place your ball of dough in the center, cover it, and with something flat, you're just going to press it down. So just go around it like that. And you don't want to make it too thin. So just like that, just as big as the palm of your hand. Okay, so remove it from the plastic, and now we're just going to cook it. All right, so we're going to place it in our comal, and we're going to cook each side for 2 minutes. All right, so after 2 minutes, we're going to flip it over and let that side cook for another 2 minutes. All right, guys, so after 2 minutes, now we're going to form our sope. So we're just going to grab the ends and kind of pinch it so like that we can begin to form like a little bowl. Now you can use 2 paper towels just because they are super hot, but just kind of pinch it like that. And you want to do this as soon as the sope leaves the comal. Okay, now you're just going to grab your thumb and push it in. Just like that until it's nice and pretty. Okay, and then just go back and pinch it again. And just like that, we have our sope. Now we're just going to repeat the same process to all of our sopes. All right, guys, so once we're ready to serve, we're going to lightly fry our sopes. Now, of course, if you don't want to fry them, you can go ahead and serve them like that. But I like them a little bit fried. So I'm just going to add a little bit of oil on my comal. And we're just going to place our sope like that. Do a couple at a time. Just going to add a little bit of oil on top. So I'm just going to give them a couple minutes and then we can begin prepping our sopes. All right, so once they're nice and golden, now we are ready to prep our sopes. All right, so now I'm going to grab my sope. I'm going to grab my refried beans and spread them on top of the sope. And then we're going to grab our carne ranchera, place it on top. And you can add as much or as little as you like. Okay, I'm just going to repeat the same process to all of our sopes, and then we can top it with our delicious toppings. All right, so for our toppings, we're going to keep them very simple. We're just going to add some queso fresco. I'm going to add my favorite roasted tomatillo salsa. And this one's very hot, so just a little bit. And just top it with some avocado. And now we are ready to enjoy our delicious sopes a la mexicana. Alrighty, guys, and now for the best part, the taste test. Now I am so ready. Let me tell you that I love sopes. So hope you enjoy it just as much and give this recipe a try. It's super easy. You know, the hardest part is just making the sope, but honestly, it's really easy. So hope you give it a try. Cheers and enjoy. Seriously, super delicious. It's so flavorful. And honestly, you don't need all the toppings, you know, just by itself like that. It's so delicious, the best. Alrighty, guys, and there you have it on how to make some delicious sopes a la mexicana. I hope you guys had enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and if you recreate this recipe, please don't forget to tag me in any of my social medias. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.